A few weeks back, we managed to travel to the marginalized areas of Binga through the global platform Zimbabwe of ActionAid Zimbabwe, where they managed to take a few activists from different entities like the Women for Economic and Social Empowerment, the Sprout Women Empowerment Trust, and also a representative from Ash-Gric. The purpose of the visit was to help build resilient livelihoods for the young people and also to train them on mushroom farming. It also touched base on the agroecology value chain, and there was also a theoretical and practical demonstration session on value addition, which was based on resource endowment according to the particular area or ward that was visited. All this fed into the SPA2 project, which is being implemented by the Basulisi Trust located in Binga. All this seeked to influence an enabling environment for implementation of feminist and green economic alternatives that will improve livelihoods and resilience to climate change-induced shocks and stresses. So it all tied on SDGs 2, 5, 8, and 13. The youth groups were very welcoming, very cheerful, and very energetic. They broke into song and dance as a way of appreciating the skills imparted and the knowledge given to them for their empowerment. We are grateful that since the training, they will now be able to fend for themselves through the projects that they were trained on.
Now we are having this mni and we can't even store that mni so that we can sell it later.
So why value addition? It has been noted that in Zimbabwe, all over Zimbabwe, we are endowed with natural resources, but people are not getting as much value as they should be getting from those resources because they don't know how to process those resources. They either sell them as they are, which is raw, or semi-processed. So by gaining knowledge on value addition, you'll be able to increase the value of the resources that surround you. So it does not matter what type of resource that you have. It might differ from the next word or the next location, but whatever resources that you have, you can add value to them so that they can benefit you as you are the major shareholder of the resources in your location.
We are going to be training young people here in Salenge, Binga, on seeds sovereignty, seed passing, seed multiplication, so that they are resilient to climate change.
So why value addition to young people, young adults? These are the age groups that are looking for better livelihoods. They are still planning on how to live their lives in a better way. So young people, they still have a mind for innovation and they are well youthful. So they have the energy and the mindset to tackle these things. So in here in Binga, there are plenty of resources. For instance, there are wild fruits like tamarind and baobab, and also they are good at goat projects.
The aspect of value addition is something that is being seriously overlooked, especially in Zimbabwe. You see, in Zimbabwe, we are well endowed with natural resources, which are crucial ingredients for growth and development. So it is a must that everyone should have at least a bit of knowledge on value addition so that we can exploit and make use of the resources that surround us in our different localities. Value addition is not a very complex issue. It just speaks to the conversion or transformation of primary commodities into intermediate or finished goods for maximum value derivation. So the process of changing a product from its original state to a more valuable state is what we are calling value addition, which can be in the form of processing, cooling, pasteurizing, drying, packaging, extracting, or changing the raw material into any new product. So the youth group was now engaged in an exercise where they had to split themselves into 4 or 5 groups so that they can be able to identify the resources that surround them that they see every day but haven't seen as income generating resources. So they had to pen down the resources that they had identified, and then also pen down if they have ideas of what can be made from those resources. But the major thing was to identify resources so that we can be now able to collectively come up with ideas on how to exploit those resources to generate income and better the livelihoods. As a form of inspiration and motivation, some products were brought along to showcase to the youth group that some of the resources that we see or call common are indeed the basis or the foundation of value addition, because it is from these resources that we value add, which will make us have an income generating project that we can now then sell to people who don't even know the resources at all, or to people who have known the resource but known it in a common way. Then we can be able to make sales from that because it will now be a new product that has been value added. So it means we are no longer selling it at a price that is low, but now we can give it a better value and it will fetch a better price because it has been value added. So after that exercise of trying to identify the resources, it was quite interesting that the youth group knew a lot of resources that were in their area but had never thought of them as something that could generate income for them. So after identifying these resources, it was now then when one of the resources was chosen, which was the brown ivory fruit, which we know as Nyi in Shona, which was then used to generate something that they had never thought of. So this fruit was now then used to make a jam. It is with great pleasure to know that the team actually uptook this project seriously and have started producing jam and supplying it to their local shops. The other team that we visited from the other ward was endowed with tamarind and have uptook the tamarind jam making project seriously as well, and have started producing that jam. So if you feel like you need any of those 2 items alongside with the mushroom, please do not hesitate to get in touch with us and we will connect you to them. Thank you very much.